Alright everybody, this is the start of part 7. This is Saturday, March 31st. Working on the inside of the lower saucer section to get it ready for its first base coat. I put the female plug in and I use epoxy sculpt and like cocooned it in. Once that dries, that's not going nowhere. Over here I got the ramp installed. I got the LED tape glued down. I got it hooked up to 9 volts, so I'm going to turn off the overhead light. You can look up the ramp, and that looks really cool. I'm going to bump it up to 12. That's 12. It still don't look too bad. That looks pretty cool. So I'm going to continue working on the lower saucer section, and I'll talk with everybody later. Alright everybody, another update. I'm working on the landing gear. Tires and rims are all done, and applied a dull coat over that, so everything's ready to go. I had to clean up the landing gear a little bit. And I'm going to assemble these 4 landing gear off camera, so I'm going to get to working on these 4, get them done and get them out of the way, and I'll talk with everybody later. Alright everybody, another update on the Haunebu, the main turret on top. I hit it with a dull coat. You can see here it's still wet, it's drying. Turn the table around, I did the small turrets, they're drying with the dull coat. I hit these parts back here with the dull coat. So I'm going to continue doing this afternoon. I got to get the upper saucer next, and I'll talk with everybody later. Alright everybody, another update on the upper saucer. You can see now it's wet. I hit it real good with a dull coat, so it's going to shine for a while until it dries up, and shouldn't have to go over it again. Could put a nice coat on it. I'm going to let this sit and dry, and hopefully next weekend I can get on to working on camouflage on this. That's going to really look cool, so I'll talk with everybody later. Alright everybody, back on the saucer. This is Friday, April 6th. I'm back down in my workshop, and what I'm going to work on today is get the bottom of the saucer with a with a coat of light blue. I got it mocked up right now. I don't have the interior on the inside, but to give everybody a look at the saucer with the main turret on top, I think it looks really cool. It's ready for some camouflage. Hopefully I'll get that started this weekend. So off camera I got to paint the chairs, finish those up. Work on the landing gear. Off camera I assembled those last weekend, and I have to put the LEDs in each landing gear. They're 3mm. I'll probably do that off camera, and I'm gonna get started working on the saucer, and I'll talk with everybody later. Alright everybody, another update on the landing gear. I have all the LEDs installed. These 2 on top were the last I had to work on. And you can see again I got it flush or close to being flush, and I'm going to let them dry. I use 5-minute epoxy, and they're ready to go. I'm going to have to open up the hose on the lower saucer section because I don't think this part's going to fit, so I'm going to have to get the lower saucer on the bench here and check that out. So I'm going to continue working on the lower saucer, and I'll talk with everybody later. Alright everybody, back on that lower section. I got the paint ready to give it the base coat, which is light blue, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. Alright, I'm going to pause for now. It's looking good. I'll probably have to hit it with another coat or two. And I'll talk with everybody later. Alright everybody, another update on the lower saucer section. I just hit it with a dull coat. To show everybody. I hit it real good. It's in the process of drying right now. And then I'll be ready to hit that with some camouflage. I probably won't get to this till next weekend. I'll work on the upper section today, so I figured I'd give everybody a quick update. I'm going to prep the upper saucer section for camouflaging that part today, and I'll get back with everybody once that's all set up. So I'll pause the camera for now, and I'll talk with everybody later. Alright everybody, I got the German gray mixed up. It's an airbrush. I'm going to get ready and hit this first camouflage pattern on the upper saucer. So let's get started. Alright everybody, I think it looks pretty good. I think it turned out good with that German gray. I'm going to pause the camera and look it over again. It's a few spots I got to touch up, and I'll talk with everybody later. Alright everybody, another update. I took the tape off and everything's looking cool. I think that turned out looking awesome with the German gray. You can see right here. It's been sitting for a while, but I think it looks pretty cool. My next step now is the dark green. I'll have to take this back to the workbench and mask the areas off for the dark green. So let me go ahead and pause the camera, get that all set up, and I'll talk with everybody later. Alright everybody, I'm set up for round 2. I got the green, dark green mixed in my airbrush, so let's get started. Alright everybody, looks like it's turning out really good. I'm going to pause for now, double check my work, and I'll talk with everybody later. Alright everybody, back on the seats, they're done. I painted them with the rubber black. Tomorrow I'll go ahead and use this flat clear and seal the seats, and they'll be ready to install. But they turned out pretty cool. And then over here, the saucer. More and more I look at it, the more I like it. It turned out really cool. So I'm going to call this a wrap for part 7. I'd like to thank my YouTube subscribers. I'd like to thank everybody for watching. Sub to my channel. More to come. And I'll talk with everybody later.